What is up, everybody? Today's video is going to be about the best age to start a pup. But first off, I want to start off by saying shout out to each and every one of you guys. I mean, I really appreciate you guys coming in and liking and subscribing and dropping comments on my videos. I really do appreciate it. And if you're just getting here to the channel, please, by all means, go check out all the content and drop a like and a subscribe on the channel here for us. And I would really greatly appreciate it. And we'll try to get a little bit of content out for everybody. As long as everybody gets involved and starts leaving comments and stuff like that, I'm going to try to keep up with everybody and try to keep up with all the subscribers. I believe Troy Hooks is the last one. Shout out to you. You're the last subscriber that I was actually able to see. You know, some people have public profiles, some people don't, and I can only see certain subscribers, and you're one of the very last ones I was able to see. So thank you for coming in and subscribing to the channel. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I've hunted a lot of dogs, a lot of different breeds of dogs. I've owned a lot of different breeds of dogs, and I have started a lot of breeds of dogs, and all within the Coonhound family. And all of those dogs have showed me a little bit different things. But I think the one that has stayed steadfast and that has worked the most for me, what age to really try to buckle down and get a dog rolling and see what they're really made of, is about that 3-month-old mark. Now, why I say the 3-month-old mark is, for one, I've had a lot of success showing dogs dead coons, showing dogs cage coons at 3 months old. Now, some dogs are a little bit more timid. Some dogs are a little less mature, a little more smart. I mean, I feel like 3 months old is kind of a sweet spot for all dogs, because they start to really come into their own at around 3 months old. They get really boisterous. They want to be mouthy. They might even start going after animals or going after dogs, or wanting to roughhouse and be more tenacious and more brave-hearted around 3 months old. And that's a really good time too, because they've only been around for 3 months. They don't have a lot of bad negative things to back up their experience. So they're very inexperienced. They're very unknowledgeable, and they're very willing to go ahead and show you their instincts and act on their instincts, so that you have a good combination working for that dog around that 3-month-old mark. Now, that's not every single dog, and that's just a very baseline that I have started quite a few dogs out at 3 months old, if not treeing dead coons at 3 months old, or treeing drags at cages at 3 months old, live coons. So 3 months old is a good sweet spot, right in there. I wouldn't go any younger than 3 months old at all. Between 3 to 5 months old, depending on the dog and depending on the maturity of the level of the dog. And it's just really having to pay attention and see what the dog is showing you. Now, a really good one for me, if a dog right around 3 months old is actually willing to start baying up and actually start baying stuff, baying whatever, baying a bag of dog food if it's hungry, or baying the food bowl, or baying this or baying that, anything that it wants to go ahead and try to bay up on or bark at or get focused on, maybe go after something. I mean, at this age, they could be out here barking at leaves blowing in the yard, just anything, right? As long as we can see in that dog that one of their first initial reactions is to start barking at something, that is a good time to go ahead and slip the coon training in on them and get that bark focused over onto a coon. Whether that's a scented drag, whether that's a dead coon. A dead coon is the one that you're looking for at 3 months old. And there's a lot of milestones that a dog needs to make to keep furthering on in the process. Now, at 3 months old, if the dog will put its mouth on and it will actually chew on a dead coon, it will bark at a dead coon, it will run and tree a drag of a dead coon at 3 months old, this is a wonderful, phenomenal start. And really, guys, if we work that dog the correct way, we can almost bet that we can have that dog transferred over, possibly even into the woods, and possibly even under some coons already at this age. But it's very, very important that we keep all of their training, when we're training these younger dogs, to be very productive and very positive. We don't want any negative connotations to go along with our coonhound training, because negative connotations imposed on a dog that is still in the training process it can cause a lot of ripples that ripple through that dog for a long time. So if we're going to show a dog a cage coon or a dead coon at the 3 month old mark, we have to really make sure that we're paying attention and really making sure that we're having that dog have a good time and not putting any negative things onto that dog. Now, getting the 3 month old puppies, well, if you leash them up, they will almost always go to barking. And this is the perfect prime time to go ahead and slip that dead coon on them, to slip that cage coon in there in front of them, because they're very malleable, they're very quick, and they got a lot of attention span. All they know is that they're running their mouth, and you can get something set in front of them, and it's not too hard to get them focused over and running their mouth at the dead coon or the drag or the cage coon at that age. And 3 months old, the dog should have enough wits about it and enough mobility and enough things going for it that could actually get it treed. So if you can get your pup around 3 months old to go ahead and tree a dead coon, you are in the plus. You are in a big plus. But again, guys, thanks for subscribing to the content. Thanks for checking out my channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys want to hear more videos like this or some more ideas like this, go ahead and just drop a comment down there and let me know. And for everybody that's just tuning in, drop a comment down there and let me know what your favorite kind of coonhound is. Keep them treed.